Am I too loud? Am I okay? All right. I feel like I scared some young ladies right here. So. All right. Well, let's open up with prayer and we'll get started and try to make sure this meeting doesn't take too long. Lord God, we come to you tonight and we're so grateful for all that you do. We're grateful for who you are and that you are leading us and guiding us in all that we pursue in this life. We just take a moment to acknowledge you at the beginning of this meeting. And this meeting is about raising funds for the school, and it's an important meeting. But we also want to take a minute to recognize that you are our provider above all else. Even if we didn't have this fundraiser, we would trust you, Lord. So we just say, have your way in this meeting, have your way in each of our lives, and have your way at LCS. We love you so much in Jesus' name, amen. All right. We are going to do a couple of things tonight. It's all mainly about the fundraiser. I got one little thing at the end, but it's going to be pretty much all fundraiser. And we're really excited because we have a whole new event that we're going to premiere this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to let Mrs. Straight give you the details on that in just a second. She and Coach Haskell are the ones who kind of birthed this idea and talked me into it. So if it's a failure, it's their fault. But I don't think it will be. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be fun. But I do want you to understand, before she tells you those details, especially since we have some new families here, when you do your enrollment every year, you sign a thing that says you're going to pray for the school and you're going to commit to work with us. And at the bottom of that, way down at the bottom, so if you read all the way down, it says, and I commit to do my family's part of $500 for the fundraiser. That's what this is. So we do expect every family to contribute $500. We don't expect you to write a check. We're going to go over all the ways you can bring that money in without it coming out of your pocket. But it is so, so important that we all do our part. We count on this money. We budget this money into what we're doing for the year, and we can't continue fiscally without having this money. So I just want you to have an understanding of that up front. And so, as you can see on the front page of your packet, our event is now called the Eagle Nation Family Fun Mud Run. Are y'all ready to get dirty?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'm not going to get dirty. Yeah. Julie, are you ready to come and tell us all about it? All right. Give her a hand. Sure, let's do a door prize. We have six door prizes to give out tonight. None of them are awesome, but all of them are good. Okay? So this is for a Sonic $10 gift card. All right? And the winner is, I probably just need to tell like the last 3 digits, right? 861. Now wait a minute. How'd you do that? Nice. All right, drew your own number. Incredible. All right, take it away, Julie.
All right,
Wait.
Yes.
No.
Which one of these masks is mine?
What do you think?
That's disgusting.
Okay.
Oh, lipstick. All right, give me that. Here we go.
Okay. This year, what we've done in the past is we've done a 10K, 5K, and 1 mile run here at the school. Coach Taylor and Alicia came to me last year and said, hey, maybe we should do a mud run volleyball tournament out of Thomas Falls and do like a family fun day. So I'm giving them all the credit, and so if it doesn't work, then it's their fault, right? We just keep passing on, I guarantee.
Yeah.
So here's how this is gonna work. Thomas Falls is out on 259. It's farther than I think it is every time I go out there. Just so y'all know. It's past Diana. Before Fort City, I think. So just be prepared for that. Who all has been to Thomas Falls? Not many people. Okay, it's really a cool place. I'm super excited that we have this in Longview and that we discovered it. But I don't know how many acres it is, but it's a huge amount of land. And you can go out there and just walk on the trails. They have a pond where you can go in canoes and paddle boats and stuff like that. They have a water slide. And the water slide, when you say that, it's like a tarp with water and not on a hill, but it still is a water slide. They have a maze that you can go through. They have a gravity house, you know, the ones where you're like walking like this, and are you straight, are you turning, whatever, stuff like that. So what's going to happen on April the 10th is a whole bunch of people are going to show up. And we're going to have runners and volleyball players and people coming just to watch and hang out. And we're going to have food and a DJ, and it's going to be a really fun day. There is the 5K, is an obstacle course mud run. Now, just raise your hands if that sounds exciting to you. I love you guys. Honestly, I admire you so much. It's all that, no, it's not my thing. But I've had so many people say, oh my God, that's awesome. So I'm hoping that's what everybody's going to say. Mud run 5K. You can do it for fun, not complete the whole thing if you want. There are obstacles. The way that Thomas Falls does it is we're going to have 16 obstacles. Now that may change according to what they do, but they told me 16 obstacles. It's a 5K. If you skip an obstacle, you'll lose points. You don't get as many points. So the person with the most points will win the race. And then we'll have broken down the categories and things like that. But we really did want to provide an option like our 1 mile option, but since we're doing it at Thomas Falls, that wasn't an option, but anybody can participate. You can complete it, you can not complete it, you can skip the obstacles, do the obstacles, whatever you want. It's just going to be a lot of fun. And you can also zip line. There's zip lining there too, so for all different costs. So we'll start registration at 9 o'clock, and then the run will start at 11. Should be finished around 1. We'll have food out there. We'll have a DJ out there hanging out. There are horseshoes, zip line, being canoes, all that kind of stuff. So Coach Taylor and I really want to promote this as a community family fun day. Yeah. So when you're talking to people, we're not promoting it as an LCS family fun day or an LCS run or a Longview Christian School run, because if I didn't go to the school or have connection with the school and it said, oh, it's a Longview Christian School family fun day, I'd be like, oh, well, I hope they have fun. I mean, that's cool. I mean, maybe I could hang out with people like that someday and be invited in their club, but I'm not. So I feel like that. No, we want it community focused, like Longview Christian School is providing this for the community, and try to, get as many people involved as we can. And I think our community needs it, especially since we've all been cooped up and not been able to get out much. So, questions at the end. Is there something more detailed that I need to give? Coach Taylor's going to explain the volleyball a little bit, and then Mr. Kramak's going to talk about the forums, and then we'll do questions that y'all have, and I'm sure y'all have some great ones. I'm really hoping that y'all think through this stuff and help me think through things that I've missed, because I miss a lot. So Coach Taylor's going to explain the volleyball part. Thank you. Wait, let's do door press.
Who wants to win? Let them draw. This is for Starbucks.
Oh, I can't.
With the last three, 8-3, the last three.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I promise this will be the shortest section of the whole night. So what we've decided is that not only just as a fun run, a mud run, we want to add something else to interest more people in coming. Around this area, we do have a lot of volleyball players, and who doesn't like to get dirty and muddy? So mud volleyball, I know the Ambucks did this not too long ago, and they had a pretty good turnout. I'm not expecting the turnout that Ambucks had because this is our first year, but I do hope that we have a big enough turnout. All the proceeds for this is going to athletics.
From the volleyball part.
The volleyball part, yes, is going to athletics. So if you have a child in athletics or just want to help the athletic program, that's the way to go. Again, if there's any questions or anything like that, I know that our rules will be posted on the website that Mr. Ben is putting together for this. But I hope that everybody has somebody or knows somebody that would want to come play, or y'all, our sponsor, just whatever. So all that money that we can raise through the mud volleyball will go to the athletic program. So.
He doesn't seem very excited about it. Are you excited, Coach Taylor?
Oh, this is my happy.
All right, good. This is my mask holder so that Julie doesn't steal the mask. Hey, Julie, I don't want your mask.
He doesn't want us to tell he wears it.
All right, awesome. Those are going to be, the volleyball's going to be co-ed teams, 6 people on the court, up to 8 people on the team. So you register as a team, and so it's one price for the team. And Ms. Straight talked about how we're going to have food. That is a lunch. It's a full lunch buffet provided to everyone who comes out. So that's going to be the runners. After they run, they can eat. The volleyball players, in between games, they can eat. And if you or anyone else comes just for the family fun and to watch, you can eat as well. So there will be a cost to that. We can't feed everyone for free. So it's a $10 cost to get in for the day to do the fun. There's bounce house, all the stuff she said, and the food. Or if you're a runner or a volleyball player, you just pay your entry fee and the food's included. So $40 for the run, $275 for a team are the early bird prices. And we'll have all that stuff on the website. If you pay at the door and that sort of thing, the price will go up. Team being volleyball team, correct. And the zip lining is the only activity that's not included in your $10 because Thomas Falls charges quite a bit when people come out and zip line. So there's a cost. They're giving us a little bit of a discounted cost compared to what they normally charge. So if you want to do the zip lines, there's 3 different zip lines you'll get to do, and those will be $25. That's $25 total to do that as well. So that's just an optional thing. And we don't make a lot of money on that, but it's a lot of fun for people, obviously. So they normally charge $48. I don't know who's going to pay $48 for, a few seconds of fun, but it is fun. All right. Man, I'm out of breath. Okay. Been running around too much today. All right, so now I'm going to talk more about the details, the packet, how this works, how this makes money for us, what your responsibility is, all those fun things. And then we're going to take questions about the whole thing. And I'll tell you up front, changing from something we've done for 10 plus years to something we've never done before is a lot of work. So I just want to thank Julie, Taylor, Jerry Flory has done work for us on this. They put a lot of time in, and I appreciate that so much. And in this process, every day we're saying things like, wait, have we thought about this? Have we thought about that? And so I don't claim that we've got this down to a science yet, so questions are going to be great. And just bear with us as we work through the kinks this first time, but we hope this is going to be really awesome. All right. So if you'll open your packet, on the very top you see your turtle tickets. We'll talk about those in just a minute, so just set those aside. This first page is just an introductory letter. It tells you kind of the goal. It tells you what's in your packet. We can skip that and go straight to the second page, the Eagle Nation fundraiser reminders for this year. So this is a quick overview of some important things. Our goal for this fundraiser is $100,000. I think we would have hit that goal last year if we hadn't been cut short. I think we did bring in 60,000 or so in the race that never happened. So I appreciate those who made that a possibility. So the goal for each family is at least 500. Keep in mind that's a minimum. And for some people, that's all you're going to do, and that's fine. But there are some people in our school who go above and beyond, who have great business connections, who bring in thousands of dollars, and those are really, really appreciated. All right, turn in your money daily. That helps us keep track of where we're at. Checks made out to LCS. Make sure you write your family name on everything you turn in, because that's the only way we can keep track that this money goes towards your family's goal, all right? Turtle tickets are $10 each. That's important just because a lot of times you're like, I don't know anybody who works at a mega company who can give me $500, but everybody knows somebody who can pay $10 for a raffle ticket, and that's what that is. So some people just go out and sell a lot of those, and that's one way to do it. And then this talks about how to ask for sponsorships. The majority of the money for our fundraiser comes from sponsorships. So if I was to estimate that $100,000, I bet 70 or 65,000 will come from sponsorships from businesses and individuals in gifts. Probably 15,000 or so comes from the turtle tickets, and maybe 15 or so, I don't know what that adds up to, comes from the run itself. All right, the next page is our volunteer form, and this has changed from last year and previous years. There's a few things that are the same, but a lot of it is different. So, goodie bag crew, we give each of our runners and now each of our volleyball players a goodie bag, and that is usually a bag with an LCS logo on it, one of those pull string kind of bag things. And they'll have in their t-shirt, they'll have things like a bottle of water, a granola bar, a trinket from somewhere, pens. We always have lots of people give us pens. Coupons, things like that. Just a little gift bag. We need people who are willing to volunteer to go out and ask businesses for those types of things. So you walk into a Whataburger, you walk into Chick-fil-A. Well, you don't walk into Chick-fil-A anymore, right? But you'd say, can we get free sandwich cards or something? The runners love that stuff. Safety and race crew. Okay, and on the goodie bag crew, 5 to 8 people. It just depends on how hard you work. Will be needed for that. I think we still have, Julie, we bought bags last year, and we should still have those. So we should be good on the actual bags. Safety and race crew. This is a little bit different than previous years, but we still need a lot of people out on the course because every obstacle has to have a volunteer at it to keep track of who completes it properly and who doesn't. Thomas Fall said we needed at least one person each obstacle. I've never done this before, but I'm picturing lots of people running through in chaos. I want to have 2 people each obstacle this year and just see how it goes. I don't want to mess anything up. So that way we've got partners helping each other out. So with 16 obstacles, that's 32 people right there. So I figure we need a few more than that, so I've got 35 there. We'll need a lot of people helping out on the course. That'll just be showing up in time a little bit before the run starts, getting your instructions, hanging out on the course for an hour and a half, and then you'll be done. Registration and greeting crew. We need quite a few people to take over the tables when people show up, hand out the t-shirts and the bags, make sure that everybody's checked in and paid and all of that. Honestly, we usually use a lot of our staff, our teachers, for this role, but sometimes we'll fill in with volunteers, so if that's something you really want to do, feel free to pick that. That also will be done mostly in the morning. Family activities crew. This is something new, so we're going to have all these different things going. The bounce house, the canoes, the corn maze. They all need somebody kind of watching over them, make sure nobody's killing each other or beating each other with a paddle or anything like that. So we're going to set up shifts and have volunteers who are just responsible for that for maybe a couple hours, and then you'll be free to do other stuff the rest of the day. So you can do something fun, like paint faces or whatever. That's the fun crew right there. And then the parking crew, just what it is, helping people park. So if that's your thing, smile, wave, point, but don't actually talk to anybody, that's your crew right there. So if you fill this out, it says parent volunteer form at the top, but we also, high school students are great as well. So you can fill this out, one form per family. You can write, BC on the safety crew and BC on the goodie bags crew kind of thing, where you can indicate which one of you wants what. Just make sure you make it clear at the bottom what size shirt each of you needs if you put multiple people on a form. Because all the volunteers will get a shirt, all the volunteers will get in free that day, so you avoid that $10 charge, you still get to eat lunch and all that. Sound good? All right, next page. Student incentives. So we do kind of try to make it fun for the students, have a little competition. There is going to be a little difference this year from previous years on the t-shirts. So if you're a returning parent, you notice something different about tonight. We aren't giving you shirts. And that is a decision that we made based on wanting to have all of the shirts have the sponsor names on them instead of having a whole bunch of shirts with no sponsors, which is what's been done in the past for students. So what we're going to do to kind of make up for the fact that you're missing out on wearing your shirts for a while is we're going to allow the people who have met their goal after the run can wear their shirts on Tuesdays. In the past we did Thursdays, which is already a t-shirt day if you have one of the school t-shirts. So now if you meet your goal for the end of the year, you can wear t-shirts 2 days a week. Run shirt only on Tuesdays and then school t-shirt on Thursdays. So it's a little bit confusing, but every student will get a shirt if they meet their goal. They'll either get it at the run if they register to run, or they'll get it on Monday afterwards and we'll hand out to the ones who have met their goal. Okay? So that's the t-shirt part of things for students. We have competitions, so kindergarten through 4th grade, they'll compete by grade to see who can raise the most money per student. So it's an average on the class. It doesn't matter if one class has 15 and one class has 10, we'll do an average. And so whichever class ends up with the most doesn't say it on there, normally by the Wednesday right before the run, they'll get to go on a special trip to Chick-fil-A. Normally, I had to put local fast food restaurant on here this year. Right, Chuck King, and tell him we want inside, you know? So maybe Chick-fil-A, maybe somewhere else. But that's always fun. And then we do the same thing 5th through 8th grade. So they get to go to a local restaurant and the school pays for their food that day. And then the 9th through 12th grade, there's not a lot that motivates high schoolers. So basically, if they meet their goal by the Wednesday before the run, they get to go on a special off-campus extended lunch. So they'll get a little bit taken off of their 4th period, a little bit taken off their 5th period. They get an hour, they get to go with their friends. Coach Taylor, can you check the air? It's warm in here. Are y'all warm? I'm warm. It probably is just turned off because nobody's normally here. All right, and so I already talked about how the students get their shirts. Register to run or play volleyball, and you'll get a shirt the day of the event, or the Monday after the event, we'll hand them out to anyone who's met their goal. If you haven't met your goal at that point, and you meet it the next week, then we'll give you your shirt then. And then when can you wear your shirts? We already covered that as well. All right, the next page is our sponsorship form. And like I said, this is how we get the majority of the funds for the fundraiser. Businesses do like to sponsor events like this. They can use it as an advertising expense. And so we have 4 different levels. And I want to quickly go through what they get. So the platinum sponsor is the largest, at least $3,000. Those are the people out on the fence who have the big signs out there. You drive by them every day for carpool. Those people are supporting the school, so, go and support their businesses. That would be great. And then they also, in the past, have had a sign up here on this wall, but when we installed these televisions, we changed it to, we cycled through their logos and everything on the screens during the basketball, volleyball season, during games. We didn't do that perfectly this year. We're still working out some kinks, but we did it fairly well, and next year that'll be a consistent thing. They also can have a booth at the event if they want to do that. They can put their stuff in the goodie bags if they want to advertise that way, and their name is on the back of the shirt. The gold sponsor is $2,000. They get the smaller signs on the fence. They get their name up here, and everything else that the platinum sponsor gets is just a smaller sign versus a larger sign. The silver sponsors, they get their name in here on the screen, but not a sign outside. And they also get their info in the goodie bags and their name on the run shirts. The bronze sponsors, $500. They get their name on the back of the shirt. And if they have something they want to put in the goodie bags, that's great too. And then obviously, we'll take any gifts from individuals or for businesses, so any amount there is great. The most important thing on this form that I really want everyone to hear, that bottom section, it's really not optional. It's very important we have their address and their email address. Phone number is great too, but address and email address are very important. So we can give them the proper documentation for their gift for tax purposes, but also so that we can write them thank you notes and that we can invite them to future events. We really need that info. So please don't just write the name on there and move on. And then that box at the bottom is also very important to put your family's name there and make sure you get credit for the sponsorship. You have 2 of these in here, and more are available. So some people won't do this at all, and some people will need 10 forms. It just depends. The next page after that is a letter that some businesses, when you go to their business, they'll ask, can we get a letter on a letterhead that says something about what your organization does? And that's what this is. We can get you more copies of that if a business asks for it. All right. The next is a flyer. This is designed to be something you can stick on a bulletin board at a gym or at your office or wherever you have access. You know, sometimes a church might have a place to put something like this on a bulletin board. If they have that, that's great. So we can get you more of these as well. You have one of them if you want to use that. And that is all the forms that are in your packet. We have some extra forms over here. We have extra flyers, extra sponsorship forms, extra letters, and we have these, which I explain every year, and I think I'm the only one who uses them. But my kids, go back over here. Oh, sorry, video world people. My kids write letters to their aunts and uncles and their grandparents, and instead of them having to explain what's happening, I created this little thing where it has information at the bottom about what's going on from the school's perspective, and a place at the top where they can write a cute letter or draw a picture or something and send this off and get a $50 check back or whatever. So if you like that idea, if you have younger kids especially, there's a stack of them over there. You want to do a door prize?
Okay, whenever. Okay, we ready?
Yeah, I need a prize.
Okay, we're going to not let you draw again, because you draw you again. Okay, we got Starbucks and Sonic, so that's what we're doing tonight. Starbucks and Sonic.
All right. Can you read that? Because I don't have my glasses on. Okay, it's embarrassing.
924. 924. You're getting Starbucks. All right, or Sonic. Would you rather have Sonic? Starbucks or Sonic? I'm gonna let you pick. Oh, Starbucks. Woohoo! Take it away. All right.
Okay. Turtle tickets. We didn't talk about those yet. All right, so turtle tickets have been a part of our fundraiser for a very long time. I think that they were the brainchild of Karen Williams, who is our former principal, who most of you know passed away last year, who I love very much and miss very much. I don't know for sure that it was her idea, but I'm pretty sure it was. Every year, I just have memories of her posting on Facebook pictures of her kissing a turtle, or close to kissing a turtle, but not really. So it's been a part of what we've done for a long time, and it's always a ton of fun. We have 2 actual turtles named Jet and Turbo, and we have a live turtle race every year. And so you have in your packet 2 tickets for Turbo and 2 tickets for Jet. We have a bunch more tickets on the table. We will print hundreds of thousands of these over the course of the next few weeks. You can pick up more in the office. They're $10 each, and when someone buys one, if they buy a Jet ticket, you just write their name on the back, phone number, and your family name on the sold by, so that we can give you credit. And when we have the race, if Jet wins the race, then we will draw lots of great prizes out of all the Jet tickets. So, you're kind of betting on a turtle. But it's for a good cause, so it's not a sin. But the reality is, most people hedge their bet, and they just buy both, so that's how you sell these. They're $10 each. We print on here some guaranteed prizes, a $500 Amazon gift card, Apple Watch this year. We thought that would go well with the mud run, I don't know. Racket and jog running shoes. But then we get lots of prizes. We usually draw 15, 20 prizes for all kinds of different things. A basket of hair stuff, or small cakes, or, gift cards galore, lots of things. And that's another thing. It's just something you're doing to help us. It doesn't really help you towards your family goal. But when you're out talking to businesses and saying, hey, can you give us free sandwich cards, or can you sponsor us? If they say no, then sponsorships and donations are another big way. I need to clear up one thing this year that I know is going to be a question. Your $10 payment to get in that day does not go towards your family total. And the reason being, we might actually be losing money on you, depending on what our food costs are, and paying the Thomas Falls fee. That's just covering our costs and having fun, okay? So we're not making any money on that $10, so it doesn't count. Zipline, the same way. Most of that money is going to Thomas Falls. We've got a tiny little bit of profit built in. So those two things are just, you choose to do them, you have fun, but they're not going to go towards the family. $500. Sponsorships, turtle tickets, runners, and volleyball players. Cool? All right. Disclaimer, all businesses are fair game for sponsorships. Some people in the past have gotten a little touchy when somebody went and asked somebody to sponsor them, and then later they were like, but that's my grandpa, you know? So make sure you ask right away if you've got somebody that you want to ask. You don't want somebody to scoop you. All right. So, marketing. I've been working really hard to change everything about our fundraiser on our website. And I've got it done pretty well. Not 100% done, but I'm like 95% done. The information is on our website right now. The biggest thing that's lacking is I need to create an image that will pop up as the first thing you see when you go to our website. Right now, you have to go to the menu, About, and then go down. Probably tomorrow I'll have that done, and that'll be the first thing people see when they come to our website for the next couple of months. So, check that out. That is where you go to register for everything. And there are 4 different tabs. There is register to run. There's register to play volleyball. There's register to come to the family fun day. And there's register to do the zip lines. There is a waiver that every person who walks through the door that day has to sign online. And there is one tab to sign that waiver for each person in your family or whatever, and to pay all your entry fees. So you're gonna go through and do whatever registrations are for your family, and you're gonna kind of keep track of that yourself. You know, I registered 2 of my boys to run. 3 of us are gonna go do family fun. I know 4 of us want to do zip lining. Register for all those things. Then when you go to the pay entry fee page, you click on zip lining, and it'll pop up, add to your cart, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, add it to your cart, go back to it, click on the mud run, add 2 to my cart, and you can check out all at once. You can check out using PayPal, it's through PayPal, or you can click the button right underneath and just use a credit card or debit card, okay? And then Facebook, and maybe Instagram too. I don't know, I'm not much of an Instagram guy. It drives me crazy to see the same stuff that I just saw on Facebook, but Facebook is also, you know. Okay, so we'll do posts. We'll put lots of posts out there. Some of them will pay to market to certain people. When you see those posts, please click the share button, click the like button, tag somebody you know who might be interested in mud run or who loves to play volleyball. That's how most people find out about it. We'll also put some signs out 3 weeks before the event, but you know, we get a smaller number of people doing that. Okay. I'm sure that there's lots of questions. Yes, Julie?
Okay, one for the Facebook marketing. Gabe Malone last year did videos. I guess Julie Malone did recorded Gabe talking about the turtle race or the run or whatever, and they were sharing it all the time. They were super cute. Gabe was 3rd grade, he's 4th grade this year. I thought that was a great idea, especially if you guys have younger ones. If you, the letters that Mr. Kamak was talking about, you know, they could draw pictures or write letters, the younger ones, but also the Facebook invitations were such a great idea. Love that. The other thing is, for door prizes, you do not have to be present to win, correct? So if people are asking,
Phone numbers on. Really.
yeah, definitely need their phone number, your name, in case I can't read the phone number, whatever. I'll track the winners down and make sure they get the prize. They don't have to be there. The other thing is So running and playing volleyball in the heat, you know, people are gonna dress a little bit more, you know, less clothes, whatever. So what we are gonna ask for our LCS family is that, you know, that we just remember that we're representing the school and to watch your line. It's so good. You have on the website. That's not, it's like, it's good, it's good.
I mean, I expect our students to follow our dress code when it comes to the same way they would do if they're on a school trip at the pool or whatever, you know. So you can look at that as a part of our dress code. But on the website, talking about the community, who we have a little less, you know, control over what they do, we just said to remember that this is a family event and to make sure that your language, your conduct, your modesty is in line with those things or something like that. So.
Right, and we want to do that as well. We want to be a good example in language and actions and modesty. And then the other thing is the waivers. So I know Mr. Kamek explained the waivers, but talking to the lady at Thomas Falls who does the waivers, she's like, people are signing waivers to sign up to run, and then they're signing another waiver to be a spectator, and then they're signing another waiver to be a guest or whatever. So each person that comes into Thomas Falls has to sign a waiver. Only one. So if you sign it, or if you're doing ziplining, running, and spectator, one waiver per person, that's it. You don't have to do a waiver every time you sign up for an event. Okay.
And just to make sure that didn't confuse anyone, if you are running, you don't have to do a spectator entry fee. That's just people who aren't running or volleyball. Okay. Yeah, let's do another door prize. Eight, 6, 9. 869, are you in the house? Oh, we have a winner on the front row. You know, I've noticed that it pays to sit closer. All right, questions? Yes, Mrs. Clark. I'm going to repeat the question for the video too.
Okay, well, my question just has to do with, I know part of the thing is for the school, part of it's for sports.
Mm-hmm.
But it all, like I said, if someone's playing volleyball, that money won't go to the school. It's going to go to sports, but that's going to be okay if you count.
Yeah, we're still going to have that be a part of the $500 family requirement. It's not going to be that big of a difference, and we didn't want to really confuse the issue. So any money that they earn, I'm just going to give them less of the budgeted money. They don't know that. So.
Not true.
Just kidding. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so normally we say 250 in our run out here on the street. I have no real clue. First year we're doing a mud run and a volleyball tournament. We think that volleyball will kind of max out at 20 teams, but we don't know what the demand would be. But if we had 20 teams, 20 times 8 is 160 people. And then, you know, runners, we could have 200, 300, or we could have 50 or 100. I don't know. So we're going to get what we get, and we're going to probably aim for that 250, 300 mark on things when people ask us. But sometimes people give us 100, and we'll take something else that's 100 that's similar, and we'll put some in one bag and some in the other. So we'll take whatever you can get.
And I can email and update on how many runners.
Yeah, as we're getting registrations, we'll let the people who are on that crew know, hey, they're really coming in or whatever. But
Or I can put it in talent.
yeah. Good. Yes.
What's the deadline for businesses to get their name on
The Monday before the run, which we're actually out of school that day, it's Easter Monday, we have to send the sponsor names to the t-shirt company to print them. So that'll be the last time they can get their name on the shirt, which is April 5th. Thank you. Down here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you could get that, that'd be awesome. Normally it's like a free drink or something, but yeah. Take whatever they'll give you, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and sometimes we've had people say, well, we'll give you $5, $10 gift cards to Andy's or something, and we'll just put them all together and call it a door prize, Hey, $50 to Andy's, something like that. We can use it however, yeah. Yeah, I don't have electronic form for sponsors, so it is paper. I mean, it's possible that I could add another form to our website, but there's a lot of forms on there right now, and I think I think personally, if you're actually going into a business and asking, handing them something helps. Telling them go to our website after I leave here is hard. Now, if you're talking to your dad who has a business and say, hey, will you sponsor the kid's school? And he says, yeah, then sure, it makes sense that way. But the paper is what we're using this year.
Can I say something about that too?
Also, you can always give them my email address, and if they are like, I really don't want to fill out the form, can I just email? Just give them my email address, it's fine.
Yeah.
On the volleyball teams, do people have to set up their own team, or can individuals sign up if they want?
We have it set up where they have to assemble their own team. So a captain will register the whole team and fill out the form. Yeah, we don't have a way to make teams. I mean, here at the school, we might have, a bunch of high school kids who are talking to Coach Taylor, hey, can we make a team? We can put it together. If somebody here wants a team, they don't have anybody, you can ask, and we can say, oh yeah, we know somebody who's missing somebody, but it's not the main way it's happening. Does it sound fun? Are you guys excited? Okay, yeah? All right. Anybody have a hookup for a restaurant that wants to donate a ton of food? No? Okay. She said Bubba's and is good about that. All right. If there's no other questions, door prize? What? You got something?
Hey, so like Ben talked about before, I know this is something new and something different, but I'm excited that we are branching outside of our LCS family and reaching the community that we try to touch and try to minister to every day. So I'm excited to get this going. I know it's going to be something that's going to take a couple of years to build to what we really want it to be, and we can jumpstart that. We can get that going a lot faster through all of your love and support. And so we're excited that you're all here and that we're all doing this. And again, I really feel like within 2 or 3 years, this is going to be the biggest event that Longview has. And I do really feel, when I came and talked to Julie about it over the summer, and I explained that, like, listen, if we do this right and we do this, everybody gives everything that they have, this is going to be so big. And you won't hear about anything other than we're setting whatever date we have decided every year that people will come just for this event. We can't go out of town. We can't do this. We're going to the mud run. And that's all going to be on a lot of what y'all do. And so we're excited. I hope you're excited as well.
Love it. That's exactly right.
All right, what do we got?
Sonic?
903, the 903. Who's 903? Did somebody leave and I didn't even see it? Look at your tickets. Last 3 digits is 903. Going once. Draw another one. Turn it over. Does kind of look like it, but yeah. One other thing that's exciting, and one of the reasons we made this change, if you guys remember it was probably frustrating for you last year. It was extremely frustrating for me to constantly schedule the race and cancel the race, and schedule the race and cancel the race. And Longview said, oh, we think we'll be open at this time, and we're never open. That won't happen this year. We're way out past Diana. We're not in Longview city limits. Obviously, things are changing with the governor's announcement, but this is happening on April 10th, no matter what. There's no chance it's going to be canceled. 875. There you go. We got a winner. What do we have left?
One Sonic car.
Is that after this, or?
After this.
Oh, we still have one more. Okay. That's all I have on the run. Last chance for questions. Yep. Yeah, we're still working that out a little bit. In our run in the past, we've done medals for top finishers, first place, second place, third place in the divisions. You know, guys this age, girls this age, that kind of thing. That's what we're probably going to do again on the run. Coach Taylor is still kind of playing with some ideas on what we're going to do in the volleyball. He talked about giving out volleyballs to the champions. They get a t-shirt, but it's not like huge cash prize to the winner or anything like that. It is a fundraiser, and people are participating for the fun of it and the adventure of it more than they are to win a prize. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna do that at last right before we leave. So I do have one other thing, just a reminder, nothing long. I've sent out several emails, and I want to give you an update on enrollment for next year. So you guys have done really good. I'm really proud of you. I'm really excited. The number of people, students who have re-enrolled for next year right now already exceeds the number we hit for last year or the year before for the whole enrollment period, which goes till August. So that is awesome. We have new students. I'm touring several times a week. I have 25 to 30 new applicants right now. Normally, we'll probably hit about 80 to 100 new students next year. So the numbers are looking really good. And that's a praise the Lord. That's an exciting thing. And I'm really pumped, and I hope you are too. But it's also a little bit of a warning to some of you who haven't done your enrollment yet. I get it if you're not sure. There are things that definitely make a decision, and if you need to take your time, you need to do that. If you are sure, if you're coming back, you just haven't gotten around to it, please do your enrollment, because you don't want to try to do it and find out the class is full. And there are a couple of classes right now that are close. And then if you are sure you're not coming back for whatever reason, if you can do me that favor, just log on there and click will not enroll so that we know for our count purposes. I appreciate that too. I don't like to get those notifications, but it's better than not knowing. All right, last door prize. I have 3 up here. I think it's this one. 878. Oh, Tyler. What does he win?
It's a stock $10 Sonic.
Oh, it's a $10 Sonic gift card. All right. Congratulations, Tyler. Get you a milkshake. Anybody? Last chance for questions. Last chance. Going once, going twice. Gone. Lord Jesus, thank you for these awesome people. Pray that they would have an incredible week, and I pray that you would bless our efforts in this fundraiser. We just give it all to you and say, have your way. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you and good night.